Welcome to Chart of the Day. I'm Robert Folsom. Why you can't afford to ignore the money supply. Here's a trend line you may not recognize, yet its relevance will quickly become all too clear. As financial charts go, this timeline is very long-term, from 1868 through March 2023. That's the when. As for the what, this graph shows the M2 annual growth rate. So what the heck is M2? Well, it's the most common measure of the money supply, as in currency in circulation. M2 includes physical cash held by households, most checking and savings accounts, plus short-term vehicles like money markets and CDs. Again, this does not show the amount of M2. Instead, it shows, in percentage terms, if the money supply is expanding or contracting, and how quickly. Note the all-important zero line, which makes clear that the annual growth rate for M2 is nearly always positive, but not always. So let's take a quick look at the not always, starting with the negative M2 growth rate from 1873 through 1878. Known as the Long Depression, this Gilded Age collapse saw 89 U.S. railroads go bankrupt. Next was 1893, the low point of another Gilded Age depression that lasted 3 years. A negative M2 growth rate came briefly in 1921, the low of a 2-year depression that is all but forgotten, in part because of the far more dire and extreme turn in the late 1920s. The Great Depression low was in 1932, when the growth rate in M2 fell to nearly negative 12%. In turn, that brings us not quite to today. From January 2020 through January 2021, the M2 growth rate saw an epic spike upward to an all-time high of nearly 25%. As for what followed, please recall that it had been nearly 90 years since M2's annual growth rate fell decisively below zero. Virtually no one who was an adult then is alive now. Nevertheless, from that record high, the M2 growth rate saw its biggest collapse since the Great Depression. There is a reason for the recent bank runs, closings, and collapse of prices in financial sector stocks, which this graph does help explain. Yet there's more to the story. This graph and much more on the bond market, the Fed, the money supply, and beyond is in the analysis and forecast of the May issue of the Elliott Wave Financial Forecast. Please see below to have it on your screen in moments.